Greeting gig drivers and couriers. My name is Al Norman. I'm the founder of Sprawl Busters and a senior advisor to direct co-ops. And I congratulate you today on your caravans of courage in New York, Toronto, San Francisco, and LA. This is an important trip you're starting. Any driver who works for Uber or Uber Eats, Lyft, DoorDash, Instacart is driving on a one-way road to a financial crash. That's how the business model works. It's built on exploitation of labor. The driver is not an employee with rights and benefits. Most gig drivers realize they're just heading in the wrong direction. Now, consider these warning signs. In November, Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Instacart, and Postmates spent a total of $205 million to get California voters to pass Proposition 22, making gig drivers and couriers independent contractors, not employees. Prop 22 overturned a California law that made gig drivers employees with benefits. Now, Uber spent $59 million on this ballot question, DoorDash $52 million, and Lyft $49 million. That's what we're up against. But that's a lot less than these companies would have had to pay if they paid drivers a living wage. They really don't want drivers to organize. In early February, Amazon paid $62 million in a settlement with the U.S. Federal Trade Commission over charges that Amazon had secretly been pocketing customer tips since 2016. Drivers were shorted $62 million in tips they should have received. The FTC said Amazon intentionally failed to tell drivers of these changes and took steps to keep these changes hidden. And in early February, an Uber Eats courier told the Canadian press, quote, "I'm making so little now that I'm thinking, what's the point of even getting out there if I'm just going to make this much and if it's not getting any better?" He calculates that he makes $3.99 an hour and averages 2 or 3 trips an hour. These workers have no job security and no coverage of injuries or sickness. In mid-February, the British Supreme Court ruled 7-0 that Uber drivers are employees, not self-employed contractors. This ruling opens the door for drivers and couriers to receive benefits like paid holidays and minimum wage. The judge said drivers are in a position of, quote, subordination and dependency, unquote, to Uber. It's not desperation that motivates drivers to seek a new co-op business model. It's hope and courage that a driver co-op will allow drivers to keep more of the revenue they create, give them a greater job security, and more control over their future. The gig contractor model is a dead end. It's been a bumpy road to nowhere. The driver co-op, however, promises a faster route to livable wages and benefits. The driver co-op is open to all drivers, ride-hail, taxi, limo, grocery and food delivery, and 90% of the revenue generated stays at the driver level. The co-op model creates a win-win for the drivers and the consumer because it invests in the workers, not in stockholders or user fees. The road ahead is full of opportunity for drivers. The caravans today are here to demonstrate that they're ready for a new business roadmap. So I say, drive at home, co-op members, and thank you for what you've done today.